So let's look at the first example, tariff on data. So the green one is actually the world price, so it's the current price, which was 110. It's a one that I used in a previous paper, and it was taken from a previous paper. So it's actual numbers that were given. Then you have the increase in world price. So this was two-case scenario, increase in tariffs and decrease. So you have increase in tariffs, which the price went into 115, and then your tariffs decreased to 105. As I said before in the previous video, obviously that has impact on consumer surplus and producer surplus. So we noticed when you have a normal price, you supply 310 million worth of your products, which creates $34 billion in sales. Now, when you increase the price of the product, as I said before, the supply will go down because you will eliminate a certain amount of consumers that just simply can't afford the product. So your supply goes down to 280 million, which creates overall sale to $32.2 billion. Again, I said that before, at a lower price, the producer surplus increases. So the higher price, producer surplus goes down. Now, if we drop the price, right, your supply will go up because more and more people can afford your product. So you can supply 330 million pieces of your product, and you will gain more money from sales. Now with quota, it's very different. Quota actually does not benefit the government like tariffs do. Tariffs, the difference between the price, normal price, and the price with the tariff, that goes to government. Here, the people who simply gain is the producer. On the losing end, again, it's the consumer. So what happens is when you have a quota, you shift from pre-quota price to post-quota price because the products become scarce. So the government imposes quota in order to boost the demand for local products. Now, that only is possible if the domestic producers can satisfy all the demand for the product that it's currently on the domestic market. B, that the product is the same quality, and C, that they can actually match the price that the competitors can come into the market. Well, generally that's not the case. When government imposes quota, that means that the domestic industry needs some help. And what happens is the consumers will get an inferior product for a higher price. And that's where it lies. So when a good product comes on the market from the foreign producer, but it's limited in supply because of quotas, they can demand a higher price. So that's where it comes from. This C here, this is the original price when there's open market and no quotas. Suddenly there are quotas, so the supplier, the foreign supplier, can demand a higher price because the quantity supply goes down, but the quantity demanded remains the same. So this difference right here doesn't go to the government, like with tariffs, but goes directly to the producer who gains from the quota. So this actually simply shows us that pre-quota the price was 80, post-quota they could charge 110. Okay, so you increased by $30 because of quota. The supply was actually higher because suddenly there was a higher demand for it.